Yeah.
Hey, I'm Patty I haven't met you yet. Hey, I'm the director of this unit. I know you know Freya.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
I was there Wednesday and talked with you. You also talked with your sister later on. In the direction that we had, if the nurse is uncomfortable, then they can turn it down.
Okay. Well, when we were in the meeting with y'all, it wasn't an issue.
Right, but we've been checking with our people because our nurses are uncomfortable because they're concerned about it putting out on social media. Just to be honest.
Who's put it on social media?
I don't know. They're concerned about that happening, and so they're uncomfortable. So
all this is a two-way thing, so we can, it's like FaceTime, you know, we can go in and watch her.
So then what I will ask them to do, to compromise for you, is when they come in here, I will get them to put something in front of it, and when they're working with her, and then when they leave, to take it down.
Well, I was telling her that if they want to, they can just pull this chair out and block it, because I don't want them touching it, because if they touch it,
it messes it
they
up
could,
for you.
yeah, they mess
The
up the
only
view
issue
and
with
stuff.
that is there's audio as well.
Yeah.
And they are not given consent to be
audio.
recorded video or audio.
So
And a lot of concern with, and I had talked to
I didn't think
Deb
about the audio.
earlier, and that was part of the problem.
What's their concern about audio?
They're
But
not
again-
consenting to be audio taped or videotaped. They don't, they're not given consent for that. I said if they're uncomfortable with it anyway, that, you know, they can shut the device down, they can cover up the video, whatever it is they're uncomfortable with. Because in a private area, you have to have complete consent of all parties, and they're very uncomfortable.
Not in a private, she's in a private room, and so the only
So
thing,
it's a private.
yeah, the only thing they should be discussing would be her, so I don't understand what the issue would be.
But there are, the people that come in here have a right not to be videoed.
Okay.
And
Are they worried about what they're doing? I mean,
no, it's not worried about what they're doing. Some nurses are very private and they don't want their pictures out
Yeah.
there. So they don't want anybody having access to them. And that's the concern.
Okay.
I mean, have you had any more problems or complaints?
No, but I mean, the thing is
Excuse me just a minute.
there's not a policy here in place that says that we can't do it. And
There will be, and that's
until
why
then,
that's
though, you can't enforce it.
no, that's why we looked up
Yeah.
the statutes. We've been in contact, and I've had meetings with Freya and Stan several times today, and basically the bottom line is the private area, which this is considered, that all parties must give consent to be audio or video taped. And
where's that law at? Yeah,
you know,
I don't think
know,
that's
maybe you
correct.
can-
I don't think that's
okay.
correct because
Well,
we did
from our
research it,
understanding
yeah.
today, that is what is correct.
Okay.
And I have all that to my staff and had them pass it on to the night shift before I left. That they can turn off the device, they can cover up the device, whatever
They
their
can't
most.
touch my property.
Well,
Yeah,
we're not
they
we're
can't
not
touch it.
responsible for your property, and you're leaving it here, so we can't
They
be.
can move this chair and block it if they want to, but they don't need to be touching it.
They're here to help your mother.
Right.
Okay, that's what they're here for.
And that's what I'm
we're not
concerned
responsible
about
for your property
is-
if you're leaving your property here.
Okay. Well, they'll be liable if they do something to it. And the thing is I don't really understand. To me, they shouldn't have an issue. If they're doing their job and doing what they're supposed to be doing, they shouldn't have an issue. I don't understand what the problem is.
I'll tell you exactly what the problem is. I have a lot of nurses, and myself too. I would not want to be blasted out on Facebook or
Well,
Twitter or
that's what I don't
anything like
understand,
that.
where you're getting this information.
And if you've got access to images or audio, that can go out there. It
But
can
for
go
you
out
to
on
say
YouTube.
that things have been blasted out, I
never
don't know
said
what you're
things have been
talking about.
blasted
So I don't know if that's just a of something like that happening, because that hasn't happened. So I don't understand where it's coming from.
That's their hesitation, is that could happen.
Right. Okay. I mean
That could happen, and there's no guarantee because they have no control over the images and the audio that you have. Yes, that's their hesitation, that it could be.
Okay.
And we, like you said, we have no control over
Yeah.
what you're gonna do with the images or any audio that you were to acquire. I'm not saying that you would do anything. I'm
Yeah.
saying they don't have any control. They want to come in and take great care of your mom. That's what they want.
And that's what we want. I mean, you know, the other day, Mr. Hickson said he understood, and that
Right,
you
but
know,
we've had days now, it's been quite a few days now, and the staff are concerned, and so we have to act upon those things. So that was Stan that I just talked to on the phone, and he confirmed with me that the nurses do have the right to come in and turn it off. And that's how he stands. If you want to talk to our attorney, I can give you his name so you can talk to our attorney tomorrow.
My attorney is going to be talking to him tomorrow. And, you know, I just don't understand, like he said, put the sign on the door so they know when they're
Right, but
coming in here.
now we're at the next
Yeah.
level and the staff are
Yeah.
uncomfortable, so we have to address that.
But that's what I don't understand is, how is all this, like, where's all this coming from? Like, why are they so worried about coming in here and taking care of my mother? That concerns me that, like,
They're
if
not
you're so
concerned
worried
about
about
her.
being on, like, you know, all we
Miss
want to
Kennedy,
do is watch
this is just how it
you
is.
know, and just be able to check on her during the night. That's
Right,
it.
They're
you
not
can
worried
call
about
the
taking care of
system.
her. They want to take great care of her.
Right.
And they have
What they
been.
don't
Have you
want
had
is
any
images.
complaints?
Yeah.
Have you had any complaints since,
Since all the other stuff?
yeah, since we talked?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's because I'm coming up here I came up and saw her
Right,
every single
right,
day this
right.
weekend. Patty will see her every single day this week. I will see her every this week. So we are checking
Okay.
and we're working very, very hard to give her the best care possible. But when the staff are coming in and feeling uncomfortable, it puts them on edge.
Yeah.
And if they're worried about what you may do with the film, they're uncomfortable.
So yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Because
When you keep
some
saying, like,
people-
what you're going to do with the film, like,
A lot of people
it's
put
like-
things on social media. Facebook, Twitter, wherever, I don't know them all. And so the staff are not consenting to you to do that, and there is no way that we can tell them that you're not, that I can make them feel comfortable that you're not going to do that.
Okay. Well,
So that's where they're uncomfortable.
I understand. None of them have been put any.
And I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But,
I mean, because
but
that's
the
not
staff
whole
have
purpose.
concerns,
Yeah.
and that it's my responsibility, Stan and I's responsibility, and Patty's,
Yeah.
to protect the rights of our staff.
Okay.
And that is a right that they have to choose not to.
Okay.
Okay?
But y'all don't have anything in place that says that we can't do it. That's what I'm saying is, y'all know it and I know it. Y'all don't have a policy that
But
states.
there is a law, and we have asked you not to that
But
the
where's
nurses.
the law?
But that's not for me. I'm a nurse.
I know, right? I'm saying, but he doesn't have a policy in place here. He already stated that. He stated that we could video.
And in talking with our attorneys, they
Yeah.
have told us, with our employees' concerns, this is what we have to do.
Well, maybe the attorney just needs to give me a letter telling me that.
Well, that's why I told you I'm
Yeah.
happy to give you his name.
Yeah.
It's Trip Layfield. You can call Columbus Regional
Okay.
at 706-511-1000 and ask for the attorney Trip Layfield. He's at our corporate office. And you can call, and he will be happy to speak with you.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm just like, this is just getting out of hand. This is ridiculous. It just, makes me feel like that there's some reason why they don't want to be filmed, and it's
there's
just.
not.
There is. We're choosing not to. And the
But
reason
they're
that
being filmed anyway in your hallways.
the
That's
reason
security only, and that's no
That's
different
But
than
do they
Walmart.
consent to that?
But we don't put it out. That's no different than
Okay,
Walmart or the
you're-
bank,
you're
but this is
saying
a
that I'm
private
putting
area.
something out. You have no knowledge or any proof that I've done
I'm not saying
anything.
you
So
did.
that's what it's like. I feel like y'all are accusing
No,
me.
I am
of
not accusing
something.
you of anything like
Okay.
that. The staff have concerns, and I can't guarantee for them that that won't happen. And so therefore, if they don't consent to it, I've got to have staff to take care of your
Right,
mother.
Okay.
So,
So basically, you're saying that if we don't take it down, you're gonna take care of my mother.
no, I had never said that. I said that they are going to turn it off when they come in to take care of your mother. We are not going to not take care of your mother. And we're doing our utmost best to give her the best care possible. But what I need you to know is that our staff are uncomfortable, and I have been told to tell my staff that when they come in here, if they're uncomfortable, to turn it off.
Okay. Well, they don't need to touch my property. Okay. They want to move the chair and block it and everything. That's
But then
fine.
the volume is still up. You've got so that again is their right.
So I
being
can't hear what y'all are saying to my mother. I mean,
no.
why not?
Why should you? I've been a nurse for 32 years. I've never had this come up.
Okay, but we had a reason for this.
Right, and
so
then you've
I
shown
am
you that.
entitled to listen what you are saying to my mother.
Well,
You
that's
are
to
welcome
be
to be here with your mother 24/7 if that's okay with her. You are welcome to be here and witness everything, you know,
You're
in
welcome
person.
to have somebody in here.
Okay.
Anytime, and I offered that up to your sister earlier as well. If there's any concerns, anybody can stay all the time. The problem is the video and audio taping that my staff have very deep concerns about. And we're not going to put them in a vulnerable situation. We can't do that to our staff. Heard what you said earlier about, you know, they can't touch your stuff. We're not responsible for your items, and if you're going to leave them here, then you put your personal property at risk. We ask patients when they come in, is there anything they'd like to have locked up? You know,
you're telling them to touch my property. That's the difference. You're telling them.
We're giving them permission to do that.
Yes, we are. And that's what I've been directed to do.
I understand you've been directed to do it and everything, but this is.
I wish we could come to a better agreement.
I mean, I just think that this is gonna be like a problem because, you know, we brought it to your attention about your staff, and it's like you're trying to retaliate or something.
No, I'm not trying to retaliate.
But that's what it feels like. We brought to your attention what kind of care she was getting, and now.
And we handled it, and you've been getting very good care of, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the reason for having that continuing to be up to watch the staff has been resolved.
Okay.
And so
how do I know that it's not going to happen again?
All we can do is tell you that we're watching things very closely. But I cannot allow, if the staff are uncomfortable, for the video to continue, and that is our position for this facility. Okay?
And you're stating that there's a law stating that have the camera in here?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It actually states that all parties must give consent, and all parties would involve the staff that are caring for your mom.
Okay.
You know, I hate that there's any kind of argument, and I apologize because I didn't get the chance to talk to you earlier for things that have happened and has been resolved, and very well in my absence, and I thank Freya and Stan for that, since I was out of town.
I don't know, I just don't understand this whole thing. It's like, I feel like it's being blown out of proportion, and you know, it's like, just makes me feel uncomfortable now. It's like,
well, I'm sorry you feel uncomfortable. We are trying to give the best care to your mother possible, but this is what has been said, okay?
What, can you tell him that I need to have that in writing from him?
You can talk to our attorney.
Okay.
Okay?
Now, I noticed the sign that you put over there. Please don't touch it. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell my staff again tonight that they can turn that off.
If they feel
I'm just
uncomfortable.
saying, you know, it's just, you know, this is just getting out of hand, and you know, I mean, it's ridiculous.
I heard your concerns as well, and I think the best thing for you to do is call AAA Field tomorrow. I think that would be a great idea.
I'm just gonna let my attorney handle it because it's just this is just ridiculous, you know. And this is not what we want. We brought it to your attention because of what was happening, and it just feels like now all of a sudden it's like first it's okay, put a sign on the door.
Stan talked to you on Friday because he really wanted you to stop.
Well, he said to put a sign on the door,
that's what we did.
And I agreed, and that was fine.
The staff are voicing their being uncomfortable and voicing their rights, and so that's where we have to look at the rights for our employees. And so, please have your attorney or you call AAA Field tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we've already talked.
But if you have any questions or problems with our care, please let Patty, your nurse.
So we're able for 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
And I'm able to have my phone with me. Right?
You are, but you're not allowed to videotape any of the staff unless you get consent.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Did she tell you how far she walked today?
She didn't.
How far did you today?
Come on.
You tired?
Tell her.
Hey, come on.
Don't be
She had her hair out long and pretty Saturday. It looked pretty.
Bashful.
How many feet did you walk today?
Are you being shy?
Hey, look over here at me. Look over here at me. I'm Patty, remember? How many feet did you walk today?
I'm just, I really worry about, nurses being
See,
angry or
None of
frustrated
the
at,
nurses
at
are
my
angry
mother
or
and try to
upset
take it
with
out
you.
on my mother, because none was our intention, and
I
it's
think
just.
That's not what a nurse is made up of.
Yeah, well,
And that's-
she's a nurse, my nieces are nurses,
She
so
told
I
me
understand.
twice earlier.
So, and that's why I come up here every day checking on her.
Yeah, your granddaughter.
Patty's coming up. I came up Saturday. I came up Sunday. I spent time with her in physical therapy
You
Sunday.
make some good looking
Because she
people.
didn't want to eat and she didn't want to take
I've met
medicine.
both
She
your
didn't want
daughters,
to
now your
drink.
granddaughter.
And she didn't want to walk. And I stayed in there with her to try to encourage her to work.
I appreciate it.
Go
We
ahead.
encourage her too. I mean, we're here
Right.
all
But
the
so
time.
we want
so-
her.
Yeah.
And Saturday, she had her hair down long. She was sitting up in the chair. She was watching TV. And was very pretty talkative with me. Sunday, not as much.
I was taking credit for it,
Yeah,
but it
whoever
wasn't my
fixes her
work.
hair does an
It wasn't,
outstanding
I was taking
job.
credit for it, but it wasn't me. It was, I actually
Yeah.
think Sabrina did that.
Yeah.
Sabrina did that
She
today.
likes to wear it braided all the time, and so that's like, yeah. it's
Saturday,
pretty.
she looked so young, all down long and pretty
She
around
doesn't
her.
look
What'd
70
you,
years
what'd you
old.
say today when I said, did you behave in therapy this afternoon?
Did you behave? You did?
Yeah, she says, I really tried to, I think is what she said the whole time. She did good.
You like her hair? Okay.
You be sweet.
Yep, all
Now,
right.
you've got a sleeper chair up here. If you're
Right,
planning on
right.
staying over, just ask for some linens and we'll get those for you.
Okay.
Okay, it was so nice to meet
I'm
you.
sorry
I'm sorry
that
there's
this-
been
I
any
mean, yeah.
controversy at all, but
I understand.
We're here for your mom.
Your side, and I just
Thank
wish
you.
that y'all could understand my side.
we do.
We do understand,
We do.
but I have to
Yeah.
do what's
I understand.
in my employees.
I
It's good
understand.
to
I
see-
know.
Not
y'all
good
have
to
a
see you
job
again, but
do
good to see you
and
again.
Have to follow orders. I understand.
So,
Yeah, your hair's pretty still.
So we're good with, because I was going to go home again. And we're good with, because I'm going to talk to the staff again before I go, the night shift. So if they
they're
try,
uncomfortable,
if they'll turn it off. And you're going to be here and you're okay with that. I know you're not okay with that, but you're not going to make them uncomfortable by doing something that they've been instructed that they're allowed to do.
I mean, I won't need that if I'm here. Right?
Okay, yeah. So you're going to be here.
Yeah. Of
Okay,
course.
all right. That's
Okay.
good enough. All
Thank
right,
you.
I'll
Have
get
a
them
good
then
night.
to bring you some linens because that folds
I
out
can
into
bring
it.
my own. I can bring mine from home.
Okay.
Thank you.
But we have linens, she would have to go back to
Goodbye. I'll see you in the morning. When will I see you? That's right.
Good.
All righty.
Thank
See you.
you.
Nice to meet you too,
Nice to
Megan.
meet you.